first couples that got married.
Oh, out of our friends.
Out of our friends from college.
Yeah.
So there wasn't really anyone that we could like look to teach me how to be pregnant and kind of go into labor and feed babies. And so they were the ones that kind of taught me everything in the form of like motherhood. And so I think journeying with them in that was like a gift from God. So.
After I graduated college and I wasn't working, so I stayed there for a while. And I came out of the, was it Our Lady of Manoa? And I came out, and then it was funny, in the Philippines is when I realized, like, I want to marry her. You know what I mean? Like, I want to marry her. So it is always tied to spiritual. And even when we've talked about it, we always put, like, God at the center of our, like, relationship, our covenant.
He worked in Chicago. He was a Chicago police officer, so we had to live in Chicago.
For us to move, it didn't make any sense. Like I was in a great position with my job and everything,
Lots of promotions. He was in a good part of the neighborhood in Chicago, which is a big deal.
I was a Chicago police officer.
Yeah, but it really was for me the miscarriage that opened the door for transition. When I had the miscarriage, there was a lot of like spiritual things that were coming up for me. God actually like put it in my heart that the baby was already gonna pass. He didn't pass for another 9 days. So during those 9 days, I learned a lot about just my interior spirituality, kind of like how God communicates to me. We named him Greg. That was in 2018 in January. And then we just ask him to pray for us often, and we remember his birthday on January 2nd.
Is that for it, Joy? I randomly was like, hey, let's go somewhere for a weekend. And then I was like, let's go to Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
I don't even know why.
I don't either.
We decided, it was so random.
I had no desire to go to Texas at all.
Yeah.
Ever.
But we went for the weekend.
We didn't go.
And then we were just downtown in Austin, and I was a police officer, so I was like, hey, let's get we were walking by the Austin Police Department. It's like, hey, let's go get them donuts. So we went to Voodoo Donuts, which was super weird. And then they're like, oh, here's a patch. You know, like you get police officers do that when they are visiting other departments. And then they're like, hey, we're hiring. And I was like, oh, okay. So this was March when we went to Austin. And it was right after my friend had died. He got killed in the line of duty in Chicago.
Commander Bauer.
So there's a lot going on. Like she had the miscarriage, my friend passed away, and he was murdered. And then after I put in that application, in that mid-March, they called me like right away. They're like, "Hey, we're gonna start a new batch of officers, lateral officers like myself, to go through an academy in October." So that was like, oh wow, that's that's pretty sudden, But I just was like, okay, well, let me just keep going along. And then when I told, as I was telling Trisha this, she would I say a lot of crazy things and crazy ideas, but this time she didn't say no. It's like she didn't say anything, And then that was crazy that was for great. You to not say anything. Yeah, so the process of us coming here was very difficult.
Yeah.
But
there were signs, there were moments that God was saying it's going to be okay.
We're living the best moment of our lives, like right now with the kids. One day it will be over.
Yeah, these are the last 2 years with all 10 of our kids.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm gonna just try to be in this moment, like present with, but then to stay still connected after now we're just in the grind. Yeah. But it's still super fun and joyful. Like I love it. Like I wouldn't trade it for the world right now.